1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
You can keep it to yourself, but it wouldn't be fair, 'cause that chocolate crispy taste is loved
Everywhere. So give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Hi BookTube. Around this time, I would usually be posting my May wrap-up, but I decided to do something different this month. And I decided at the beginning of this month that I was going to take a conscious break from reading. And I want to differentiate between this and a reading slump. A reading slump is involuntary. A break from reading, this conscious break from reading, was completely voluntary. It was me deciding at the beginning of the month, I'm not going to read. And I'm going to tell you why. This was kind of inspired by Elena at Tall Tales, who did a video along similar lines. She said that taking a conscious reading break allowed her to think about and enjoy her books more, gave her time to reflect on her reading and take a break to regain headspace. So what were my reasons? I had a TBR picked out and filmed, and I kind of looked at it and went, I really am not enthused about any of these books. I really don't want to read any particular one right now. So that was kind of part of it, like, should I force myself to read these things, or what should I do? And another thing is, a lot of us feel pressure from BookTube. We're seeing these people that are reading, 20 plus books a month or whatever, and it pressures you to read more. And in some ways, I'm really incredibly grateful that I have discovered BookTube and have started reading a whole lot more than before I had discovered BookTube. But it also really got to me that some people were doing their wrap-ups and saying, I feel so ashamed, I've only read 3 books this month. Well, there's probably other things going on in your life, right? I even watched one person who says, I'm really ashamed, I only watched 10 books this month. And she wasn't like, it wasn't a parody, it wasn't sarcasm, it was anything. She was completely serious that she was upset with herself for having only read 10 books. And for a lot of us, that is like a really good reading month. Like, that is like astounding. So when I talk about like pressure from BookTube, I mean, it feels like an obligation. And for me, obligations make me not want to do the thing I feel obligated to do. So when I feel obligated to read more, I will not read more. I got this little rebellious streak that says as soon as you feel obligated, don't do it. Just don't. Yeah, so I think that that pressure also, got to me. And I decided I'm not going to read in May. It was also a way to prevent burnout. If you do something for such a long time, you get sick of it, right? Stop caring about reading. I think that really ties into more of what Elena was saying in her video about not being able to enjoy and engage with your reading. Yeah. And to be honest, I have other hobbies besides reading. I used to be really into watching a lot of TV shows, and I've been hearing a lot about these awesome TV shows, and I have a list of shows that I want to get to and stuff, and I hadn't watched an hour-long drama since November, with the exception of one episode of Doctor Who. And it was getting to me. I really wanted to catch up on these shows, so that's what I did. I stopped reading, stopped feeling obligated to read, and decided to sit down and watch TV instead. And to be honest, I really ended up enjoying myself. I watched American Gods, Into the Badlands, The Magicians, which may or may not have been a mistake, Rain, Sense8, Killjoys, Dark Matter. I caught up with all of these things, and I was really happy. Now a lot of them are coming into their new season premieres, and I'm like, gosh, I have to catch up on more already, but I feel okay with that now. I feel like I can take a break to watch a drama and not feel bad that I'm not reading. Yeah, so I just want to send that message out there that, don't worry. Your books won't hate you. They're not going to abandon you if you decide not to read them for a little while. So I did. By the end of the month, I started to want to read again. And I picked up books that weren't on my TBR at the beginning of the month. I read After Alice by Gregory Maguire. I love Gregory Maguire. Wicked, and Wicked Son of a Witch, Mirror Mirror, Confessions of an Ugly Stepsister, like those I've read a lot of his work, and so when I saw After Alice, I decided I wanted to pick it up because it's been a while since I read some of his, and I did enjoy it. Then I read this beautiful book called Silk by Alessandro Baracchio, Barrico, and I saw the movie a while ago, and when I didn't know it was a book, so when I saw the book I had to pick it up, and it's so beautifully written. I really enjoyed, you know, and taking my time reading. I didn't sit down and read it all in one sitting, even though it's only 90 some odd pages. I took my time and I spread it out through a couple weeks. I started reading Building Stories. I still have a bit to go in that. And I finally finished the Wheel of Time series. I've been listening to them on audiobooks for the last 5 years, and I finally came to the end on May 28th, 2017. I'm done, which is astounding. Yeah, so that's my May wrap-up, I guess you can call it. What do you think about taking a conscious break from reading? And thank you for watching.